All democracies demand common, public education because nothing makes people so much alike as the same education. To decide to become a philosopher seemed as foolish to me as to decide to become a poet. I live in a kind of tension between the will to say yes to my suffering and my inability to utter this yes with complete sincerity. Tragedy occurs whenever awareness exceeds power, and particularly where awareness of a major need exceeds the power to satisfy it. Greatness of mind becomes an object of love only when the power at work in it itself has a noble character. Life is illusion, disillusionment is destruction. Truth and reality split apart. Every truth that we may think complete will prove itself untruth at the moment of shipwreck. Reason is the inextinguishable impulse to philosophize with whose destruction reason itself is destroyed. We must all continuously recapture ourselves from indecision. To philosophize is to learn to die. Philosophizing is a soaring up to the Godhead, the knowledge of being as being. Existence only becomes clear through reason. Reason only has content through existence. Even truth can be deceptive, whatever its appearance. Philosophical activity is fully real only at the summits of personal philosophizing, while objectivized, philosophical thought is a preparation for and a recollection of it. We are more than all our knowledge. What we know confronts an infinitely encompassing unknown. The world is a mystery, and each of us is a mystery to himself. Then the exception would be as if he did not exist at all. How I long to find an authority above the nations, a law above all states, capable of giving legal aid to an individual abused and rendered without rights by his state. The individual who can help himself is precisely the one who wills that authority exist in the world. The moment is the sole reality. What makes us afraid is our great freedom in the face of the emptiness that has still to be filled. We must learn to talk with each other, and we mutually must understand and accept one another in our extraordinary differences. Only in those moments when I exercise my freedom am I fully myself. All democracies demand common, public education because nothing makes people so much alike as the same education. A scientific approach means knowing what one knows and what one doesn't. Absolute or complete knowledge is unscientific. When language is used without true significance, it loses its purpose as a means of communication and becomes an end in itself. The soul of a landscape, the spirits of the elements, the genius of every place will be revealed to a loving view of nature. Reason is like an open secret that can become known to anyone at any time. It is the quiet space into which everyone can enter through his own thought. There is no God, cry the masses, more and more vociferously, and with the loss of God man loses his sense of values, is, as it were, massacred because he feels himself of no account. Greatness of mind becomes an object of love only when the power at work in it itself has a noble character.